We're back on the Vicky Gotti show, you guys, and I don't think you would think me and her would be sitting next to each other after all the malice in
Stuff.
2012. But I don't. People grow, people learn from their experiences,
Right.
and you just, you grow up and you move on, and that's just that.
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, Janese, everybody. First of all, everybody hit me up about like, this coldest one to ever recap show about this fucking ball, my opinion about it, what I thought about it. But first, let me ask my special guest, Janese, what's your thoughts on the coldest one to ever ball?
Oh my God. Okay. Um, at this point, telling me that I'm not a legend is like telling me I'm not black. You know what I mean?
Is that serious?
Yes, because it's a known thing already. It's set in stone. It's done. It's like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I deserve respect, and if I usually would like to command it rather than demand it. But if you're not going to give it to me accordingly, then I'm going to command it. I'm going to demand it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's
Now,
what happened.
let's just
But
refresh everybody's memory. Who deemed you a legendary, Janese, and what year was it?
okay, so I don't remember the first time that Ashley did whatever she did. I think that was maybe '08.
Ashley Icon?
Right. So then the next year after that, like I told you in our last interview, Andre got on the mic and he said you're a legend, and there was a
Andre Mizrahi, the Icon.
right, and then I thought it was done from there. The I believe it was a year after that again we got into this whole thing again. Jack calls me out on I don't see, I wish I could remember these balls.
Right.
But yeah, Jack called me out and he said, she was denied at first, and then now she's a legend because she deserves it. So, come out. Every time I come out, they call me what? Legendary Janese. You can't call me out without saying that. So it's already been done since 2009. And now we're here at 2013, and this is the issue.
Right.
And you're telling me it's not my Vogue, but you're chopping my status. And then you're letting me sit there and
Stewart
see,
Ebony chopped you, the Icon.
right, on status grounds.
Right.
Which
That was the highlight of the night.
I guess it wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it
Was
wasn't
it?
that many, so that was one. What's is it anything personal with you and Stewart, or
Okay, I've
shout out to Stewart anyway, the Icon.
you shout him out.
No, yeah, I'm saying shout out to Stewart. He's doing this show, and we can actually ask him why he don't see Janese, and just his history and everything. It's gonna be interesting talking to him, but it's all about Janese. So now,
Right. I don't see him, so you don't have to ask him about me. The thing is, I've seen you since I've been out since '96. I know who you are. You know what I mean? Since I've even been out, Stewart hasn't really walked like that. I haven't seen him participate rather than he's sitting on a panel and, talking about judging people, whatever. So we have no personal beef, nothing. Like I said, I've never said one word to him in my entire 16 years in the scene. So
okay,
that was a shock to me. It really was.
Right.
It really was.
Now you felt like you were set up, Jenny. It was all over Facebook. Everybody was talking about it by Caesar and Sinia. Can you explain why you felt like you were set up as the coldest one to ever ball?
Okay, you know what? When I say set up, it's not like literally, they're sitting there, oh, let's get Janese and, make her get chopped. I wasn't saying it like that. I mean set up when I say you knew who was on your panels. You knew how they felt. You knew that you persuaded me to walk this ball. You knew it was a big thing for me. And, when I get there, what I was saying is that neither one of them stood up for me. Neither one of them, who I thought would have my back, at least in that situation, said anything. And Caesar, it's your ball. I don't care what anyone says. It's your ball.
Like he could have brought you back.
Bitch, let her walk. Okay?
Right.
Like, that's it.
Let her roll, bitch, stole.
What happened? Okay? And I mean, so I thought when I said set up, not set up, I meant like you played me. Because he did. He did.
Did you and Caesar have a talk?
We did, and he said the same thing. I didn't do that, and I don't know why you're blaming me. And like I said, I told him too, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming you for what you did. You were playing politics. You did, and don't think I didn't also catch when I'm voguing and Ashley's on the side looking like a knot over there, and Caesar's over there, look at her, laughing at her, like pay attention to her. When you're trying, first of all, she's trying to ruin my moment. You know what I mean? She even had her house members chanting "Icon" while I was voguing. And you're telling,
I didn't know that.
And yes, and Caesar's, laughing at that. It's on video. You're telling people to pay attention to that while I'm having my moment. So I catch these little things, and then Sanaya, for you to get on that mic and make that unnecessary commentary,
about asking why you was chopped.
Exactly. So that those two things together, and the fact that you let that happen, says to me, set up.
Now, Janese, why do you think it's always a controversy about your status?
It's, you know what? It's, if it's not the status, it's something else with me.
Mm-hmm.
Ballroom is scared of me. You understand? And this is the way I think about it. I mean, I don't know these people,
Mm-hmm.
but what I think it is, they can tell that there's a light in me. You understand? There's a light in me, and I refuse to be dark. And I think darkness is scared of light, and that's exactly what's happening with me. I'm not ever going to be a part of a clique. Even if I was in a house, I never just, sat at my house table or just, associated with my house members. I've always been a person who, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. So I've always just had a lot of different, friends and things like that, but I've never been a part of anyone's clique. So
Never, right.
And
So I hate that kissing ass and the minions and all that that's going on in ballroom. It's a mess. It's crazy. I'm learning a lot by doing different shows, talking to different people, and just learning the scene. And I've been down for a long time.
And you know what else too?
It's
I want to
crazy.
say, now that I have a chance to say, from a real person point of view, I prepared for this night. My spirits were high, the enthusiasm was high. I was so ready. I came out as almost a gift to ballroom, to just say thank you for honing my craft, and just for a reunion type of thing. I want to get out there with my girls, and to have to be stopped in my tracks like that, and my whole light turned dark like that, and my whole night just instantly changed to something else.
Right.
Was disgusting, and it really hurt my feelings,
Right.
seriously. But at the same time, when I saw the tape and I saw whatever, like how it went down, I felt proud. Like, this is what I do. I'm a performer first. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't allow anyone to break my spirit. So, when I, read the child, did whatever I had to do, I felt good about it. At the ball, I felt like maybe, I was too much, or I didn't vogue right. You know what I mean? Because I was more concerned about the performance, if anything. And also, I would refuse to say ladylike, but I like to be a mature adult outside. I don't like to make scenes. I don't like to do all that crazy stuff. So I was upset that somebody made me come out of my character like that, or I did that. So I felt that way. But afterwards, all the support from my gagsters.
Shout out to the gag room.
Yes, God. And people like Team Janese, and it made me feel better. And seeing the tape, I feel way better about it.
Now, what happened, Janese? Because you came out 007, and I thought you was a Chanel. Shout out to House of Chanel. What happened? I heard it was, I got to see that Janese was kicked out.
Yeah, I was.
You was. Why? Do you know why?
Of course I know why.
I mean, why they just put you out there, Janese? Legendary Janese.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? There's not a, I don't know why they feel like I'm the one that it's choice to just try all the time, but I don't back down when I feel that it's a righteous thing. I had an altercation with someone that was in the house. Alexis, I believe it was.
Alexis Clark?
Right.
Okay.
I didn't even know she was in the house as long as she supposedly was. They were saying she was in the house for 18 years or something like that, and they were upset that I disrespected her in public on in a public forum or whatever. And one of the house fathers from the South called me. Not even Dee Dee or Fred or anybody like that. I didn't even know who this person was, and I still can't tell you his name. But he calls and he's like, that was really disrespectful, and we don't do that here, and blah, blah, blah. So what I said was, you don't tell me what we do, because I don't operate on we. Right. I do what I do, and you do what you do. Right. I do apologize for being public with that, and I said that while we were arguing, but I don't apologize for anything I said, and don't tell me how to talk. When someone tells you how to speak, they're trying to control you. Don't control me, because you didn't do anything for me. I've never asked the House of Chanel for $1, for one effect, for one anything. So you didn't do anything for me. So don't think you have any say to, how I act or speak. Right. He didn't like that. Well, if you feel that way, then maybe we should part ways. Well, maybe we should. And
it was just very that.
Yeah.
Now, Janese, it was a big topic on this show that I did a couple of weeks ago about femme queens and butch queens, and it was a controversy about that. People, basically, I don't think, this is a shout out to Chinky Babylon, I don't think he was trying to say that Tahini was trying to say he would just bash a girl off the back. No, if you put your hands on him first, if you want to hurt this man, if you're trying to cut this man, if you're trying to throw bottles at this man, he's going to bash you back. And I feel that way as well. Now, I did say that a man shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. But if they come in at you like they want to hurt me and hurt this brand, I'm going to destroy your brand.
Right.
So
But okay, yeah, that. But it's also the way you say things. Everything is about a delivery. You
Right.
know what I mean? I don't approve of when they say stupid shit like, "Oh, that's still a man at the end of the day," and da 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 da. No, it's not. Because no matter what, if you're taking female hormones, what they're doing is breaking your muscles, basically. So you're not as strong as a normal man. You're not. You know, maybe stronger than the average woman, but you're still not as strong as a full adult male. So it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not. And two, I feel like this: we're all adults. Everyone has a right to protect themselves. If someone strikes you, you have the right to strike them back. And I would do it. I don't give a fuck, woman, man, whatever. But I know that me, as just as my person, if a woman were to, a biological woman was to, come at me in some way, she's going to get more leeway than a
Right.
guy would. Because
Right.
I just have that respect for women, period. I feel like I know that I'm stronger than you.
Right.
Or I feel that I am. So I'm not just going to be so quick to knock you. I mean, you might even slap me and I might not even do anything for a woman. Because I
Right.
feel like, especially as a guy, a woman should get more leeway. I
Right.
just feel that way.
Okay, and another thing, we heard Janese's side, and another thing I want to go into is something about you made, you tagged Sanaya in a post and was talking about when she said something about two men kissing on the train in front of a family.
Yes.
Now, my view about that is, I did agree a little bit because, if I'm on a train and my little brother is on there and, and he sees two guys or a
What's gonna
train
happen?
I just feel like, it could kind of mess with, like, what's going on. Okay, you could get attacked. Anything can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Anything happens to you. It's people who don't like
When
gay
you
people. It's all that. It's a time and a place for everything. You don't have to hide who you are. No.
But you
I think
said
it's a time and a place. It's a time and a place.
So that means it's the time and a place to hide who you are.
Well, if it's a train, it's a family and little kids. It's like, come on, you gonna kiss her, you tugging down, get a room. I
That's
say that
what-
with
yeah, that-
anybody
of
though.
course,
It could be
that-
a straight.
Yes, that's just disrespectful, period.
Right.
Everyone, like I said, should be mature and know how to carry themselves in public, obviously. You're not going to have sex on the train, so why would you be in full makeout session and doing all this crazy stuff?
Right.
But the fact that you saying two men cannot kiss in front of a child is absolutely ridiculous. What it means is your parents neglected you and did not train you properly. If you were taught at home that gay is fine, it's just different. You understand what I'm saying? Then you would have no problem seeing a gay man and kiss his lover in the street, and you shouldn't. So what you're telling me is that I should have to live my life hidden because your child is ignorant and you didn't raise your child right? No. Raise your child
Everybody
right.
have different views. John.
Yeah, of course.
They
I'm
really
saying
do.
mine.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So,
So that's how I feel about that.
That's how you
Don't
feel
tell
about that.
people that. And then not only that, I wasn't even that upset about that issue because I feel like you even said, a lot of people do feel that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just, what I was even more upset about that you told Femme Queen Tops that they have a mental issue and there's something
I didn't hear that.
wrong
Did
with
she
you.
say that?
Yeah, she
Okay.
said that. How could you? You already see how retarded that sounds by me even saying it. You know what I mean? Just because it's something that you don't like or you don't, put out there publicly, that doesn't mean the next person has a mental issue. It's like, come on, you're saying I have a mental issue because of something I do sexually? Like it was just irresponsible for Sanaya. Irresponsible. You have a huge platform. People are looking up to you, and you could have said that in a much different way. There's a young fucking drag out there right now who thinks she's a piece of shit because she wants to fuck someone because Sanaya said it, and she's out there in the world right now. You know what I mean? So you need to take responsibility for the energy you bring into any space, especially when you have a platform like Sanaya has.
And there you go, the legend have spoken. We will be back with more of the recap of the coldest winter ever ball.
Yes, God.